This is Heat Checks Gaming, weekly roundtable, and I'm famous enough. So we just played against Mavs Gaming on Friday. We came out with an L, 70-61. That was a bunch of things that I did like. That was a bunch of things I didn't like. And there's some things that we're gonna work on moving forward when we play the Pacers. I'm gonna start right here on Hyper. What are some of the things that you did like from the game?
I feel like our offense was pretty fluent throughout the game. I feel like we did a way better job against the press compared to last time. It really messed up our flow. But we stayed composed. We were in the game for the most part.
I think our offense was pretty good. We didn't do too bad on defense. I mean, we stuck to the game plan pretty much most of the game. We just couldn't limit their points, but we did pretty good on both ends of the floor. There was little small things we could have worked on, but we did pretty good overall.
I mean, we kind of got better on our floor spacing on offense. Obviously our defense looked really good, and the press didn't kill us. The press, we kind of limited the turnovers on that. I think we had like 5 or 6 turnovers like the whole game.
We had 0 on the press.
Oh yeah.
We had 8 total for the game.
Majestic, what are some of the things that we did bad?
Our defense was bad. Like, we gave up threes that it made no sense giving up. Like, we finally cut the game down to 1 and we gave up 2 back-to-back threes.
Just like you said, defense, but I think a big thing, we only got out-rebounded by 1, but I think a big part of why we lost also was, like, I gave up a lot of offensive rebounds, probably like 5 of them. So, like, I think that's a major factor why we lost also.
Going into this next game, like things that when we were talking about things that we got to work on, like naturally our first quarter starts are our worst starts, and then we can't close out the game. So we got to work on limiting points in the first quarter, like not letting the other team score, and then we have to work on closing out the game in the fourth quarter. We got to worry about keeping the composure.
I'm always like, you learn more from losses than you do from wins. We won against the Warriors. I can't say we didn't learn anything from it. But as soon as you lose a game, like to Dom's, we realize where our mistakes were at. Because if we go back to this Warriors games and to this game, then you'd be like, we did the exact same things in that Warriors game, but it didn't hurt us. But now it comes back to this game against the Mavs and it hurt us. So now you see where those mistakes are kind of stacking on top of each other, opposed to from a win where we don't think much of it, right?
I think also a big thing we learned from like when we played them the last time, like hot shot, every time we got a double team, he still tried to go up with it. We watched the film, he saw everything that he made a mistake on, and he didn't make any of the mistakes he made the first time we played. Like, he had 8 assists, like.
Yeah, that's big, and then going back to the press. We had 0 turnovers from the press last time. Last tip-off tournament, we probably had like 10 turnovers from the press.
Yeah.
So it's big. Like that's all it is. It's a learning process. That's what we're going through. This is a long season, and we're going to continuously learn from this. So in this game versus the Mavs, we had a bunch of crucial plays at crucial times. But I think one of our greatest plays came on defense that led to offense, and that's when Hype just basically read dimes. He read them like a book and picked it off, and we went the other way. Hype, can you kind of like go through what you saw when that still occurred? Because the timing was perfect.
Yeah, so I was shading pretty hard the last couple plays before it, and I knew the pass was coming that time. Like, I could just tell by the way he was trying to move to that side and how Seam was setting up. So like, I was just ready for it. He threw it, I got it, and I was out on the break.
Like, we got a game coming against the Pacers, right? The Pacers they haven't won a game. They're super hungry, and if you go up against a team that hasn't won and you sleep on them, then we could be walking out with an L. So what are some things we need to work on going into this matchup?
Going into this matchup, we got to limit the shooters, no threes. Like, we're a team that takes 2s, and we can't be trading 2s for 3s. This is not smart. And you guys say, oh, but we don't take that many 3s. Like, we see it, we don't take a lot of 3s, so we shouldn't give up 3s. That and boxing out. I think we figured, like, we saw those 2 small things, I think we're perfect. Because even though we're losing games, we're in every game. Like, we're all comp players. Like, the league does not want us to get going because we're a scary team. Right now, we're just struggling.
I can agree with that, like, wholeheartedly. Like, these games, every single game that we lost, we've been in those games. Like, up until the fourth quarter, we've been in every single game. And it's big. I think we have to go into this game, like, strong. We got to go in this game confident. And I like how you guys reached out to players in local Miami just to come over and practice with us. I didn't even ask y'all to do that. Y'all went out and did it on your own, and I think that's big. When y'all do stuff like reach out to people in Miami to see if they want to come and practice, that makes me feel like that y'all actually want to win. This is just the phase. This is one of those phases. Like, we're not losing games bad. we're in every game, and I feel confident going forward. So on Friday at 7 p.m., we play against Pacers Gaming. Be sure to tune in at twitch.tv/HeatCheckGaming.